Peace, peace. So, as you guys know, every Friday we do podcasts with herbal teas. And we bring people in to specifically talk about alkaline herbs, alkaline foods, alkaline recipes. And today I have two amazing guests. They make some of the most delicious food I've seen in a long time. And they're gonna talk about some of their experiences, some tools and tips that they've endeavored throughout their journey. So we're gonna provide this value, and let's go ahead and get it started. I'm gonna go ahead and bring them in, introduce the podcast, and start providing this value. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring the guest in.
Happy Friday.
What's
up, man? How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. How about you guys?
It's pretty good. Well. I'm gonna up the volume real quick. 1 second.
Most definitely.
All right.
Hey.
How you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. Got a little late start today, but we're moving through it.
Yeah, never late, never late. Always ready.
Yes, good. Yes, sir. Divine timing, divine timing.
And thank you so much for having us too. We're so excited.
Definitely. Most definitely. I saw you guys' page and I was like, oh man, I definitely have to bring them.
Yeah, we were gonna ask you, how'd you find us?
Well, I support a lot of different pages. I buy from everybody whose page just says alkaline, you know what I'm saying? And then I go through the page, make sure you actually have alkaline stuff, and then I purchase. So I support in that type of way. And I came across you guys' page, and I was like, oh, their food looks really good, really, really good. So I was like, I gotta have the podcast, let them come explain some things to the audience, and get some more people over to you guys, as well as share the platform. And I appreciate you coming on again so much.
Awesome, thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Gratitude. I see you say that a lot.
Yes,
Gratitude. Gotta stay in that gratitude spirit.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Always. We operate on that same frequency, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm so grateful for being connected to people that are on the same frequency.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful meeting people who are like on that same mindset, being able to share that information and then introduce it to new people. Because when you meet new people who don't really know about alkaline foods or going vegan or anything like that, and you're able to share that information with them, and they're like, oh my god,
yeah.
Oh my god, they learn like little new things every single time, and you kind of shock them, but in a
That's
good
really
way.
good.
Yeah, in a good way. So that's beautiful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna go ahead and get this podcast started. I'm gonna introduce the podcast. We've kind of did a little brief introduction of you guys, and then I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves, and then we'll go straight into the question.
All right, cool.
Dope.
Okay. So this is the Share an Herbal Tea with Cosmic Cell Foods podcast, where we come and talk about alkaline herbs, recipes, literally everything alkaline. Period. So we're gonna provide a lot of value, and today I have the Alkaline Eats here today. They make amazing alkaline foods. So go over to their page, hit the follow button, hit the notification button, so you guys can get every post that comes in. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna get some delicious meals. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys kind of introduce yourselves, tell a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go into the questions.
Okay. So I'm Risa Crespo.
And I'm Brian Macias.
And together we founded the Electric Eats, which is an alkaline-based recipe social media platform on TikTok and on Instagram. We're both based in DC. Did I just say that?
Yeah, both based in DC. But yeah, we provide everything from recipes to giving people guidance on like the different nutrition that they will find in each one of our foods. So I know that there's a lot of people that may be transitioning to vegan, but they may still be consuming soy. And a lot of those people, are doing it the wrong way.
They get the finger.
They get the finger, man.
The finger.
They're doing it the wrong way. So we want to make sure that we place people on the right track into understanding what it is to truly go vegan. Because a lot of these people are soy boys. They're not real vegans. They're soy boys, and they're not doing it the right way. So we want to make sure that we're providing them with all the information to nourish their vitality the right way.
Through good food, because a lot of people, I think, look at vegan and they're like, well, what am I going to eat, rabbit food? Like, no, let us hook you up. Because that's, I think, the one question I always get, well, like, what do you eat? The question is, what don't I eat? What don't we eat that's really good, if not even better?
I think it's very important that you guys said that, because when people do start to go vegan or just eat healthier, period, they are just lost on what to actually eat, you know?
Right.
And there are so many substitutes and things that actually taste better than meat, taste better than things that have soy in it, all the processed foods. But, you know, of course, we are not taught these things, so we have to, you know, get it from people like us that are providing this type of value.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all the way, man. Completely agree with that.
So we're going to go ahead and just hop into the questions. We don't want to make it too long, and provide the value.
Yeah, always here to do that.
Okay, so first question. What's your take on the importance of eating alkaline?
Yeah, as far as eating alkaline, it's really simple. It's the way that us humans were made to eat. Our ancestors ate like this thousands of years ago until we got colonized, until essentially we got raped, castrated, taken over, and all these, you know, Western doctrines that, you know, we've been imposed on with food, with religion, all these things, and just eating is the main component right here, right? So with alkaline eating, the reason why we think it's important is because our bodies are electrical. If we weren't electrical, we wouldn't have a heartbeat, we wouldn't have vocal cords, we also would not have eardrums. And these are all things that produce sound, that produce frequencies, and they're charged with electricity. So we are electrical beings in the same way we have to eat electrical foods. So that's what the universe put here for us. But, you know, we've been taken away from, you know, that environment and that way of thinking after colonization. And a lot of people eat flesh, they eat, you know, blood, they eat starch, meats, fish, all these things that are acidic forming and cause mucus to, you know, basically be generated inside the body. And that's why a lot of our people suffer from bronchitis, which is excessive mucus in the bronchial tubes, arthritis, excessive mucus in the joints. They have, you know, problems with Alzheimer's, excessive mucus in the brain. And all these issues are caused from how we're eating, because we're feeding the bad bacteria in our stomach instead of feeding the good bacteria. So there's an overpopulation of bad bacteria over the good bacteria, and our bodies are made out of 95 to 97% bacteria and viruses, which is your microbiome, or another way of saying your aura. And a lot of people, you know, don't know that. So we're here to, you know, be able to encourage people to eat foods that are alkaline, that are electric. And because we're electric, we want to eat those live foods to charge our bodies up.
That's really real. That was a powerful answer.
Yeah.
I hope y'all got your highlighters and your pens out.
Write it down. Write it down.
And I just, you know, kind of want to add to that too. Like, while yes, it's important to go back and eat how our ancestors used to eat the foods that we should be consuming, it's deeper than that, because there is this celestial connection with the universe. And when we consume these foods, we cultivate that relationship and we strengthen that relationship. Because if we think about life, right, existence is essentially operating on an interconnected web of electromagnetic vibrational frequency. And so what happens then is when we eat electrical foods, foods that are positively charged, foods that have life, we raise up our frequency. And so the beauty in that is we tap into this power, or zap in, as we say. And we zap into this power that connects the body, mind, and spirit. And the beautiful thing about that is we develop a deeper sense of clarity. We develop a better understanding of who we are, of where we came from, of how we operate on this plane. We have an abundance of love, joy, peace. It's such a Zen feeling because we are these balls of energy, if you will, of love and light. And in retrospect, when you consume low frequency foods, so for example, in this case, meat, we know that energy can't be destroyed. So what happens is we take in that distress from the animal, we take in that negative energy, and in turn that lowers your frequency, blocking out, if not eliminating, your clarity, closing off your subconscious. So in addition to like, yeah, you know, we have to eat healthy to you know, stay healthy because we're essentially living and we're eating, but most people just eat to, you know, they eat to live, but we're fortifying our body with nutrition, and so we just tap into this beautiful energy that is found when you consume alkaline foods.
That's so real. That's so real.
Yeah.
And I want to hit a good point that you guys mentioned, because the tortured meats are very seriously they seriously affect our vibration, because these animals are tortured. If you haven't seen any videos of how they actually go about the process of, you know, in the butcher shops where they actually torture these animals, it's ridiculous. And like y'all said, energy, it can't be destroyed. It can only be transformed.
Yeah.
And if you intake those foods, you intake that vibration of that animal that was tortured. So it actually lowers your frequency.
Exactly.
100%.
Wow. And I love animals. Yeah. So I can't.
Exactly. Coexist with us. We can actually, when we eat those alkaline foods and we raise our vibrations, we can actually communicate with them in the proper retrospect that in which we should.
Right, and a lot of people don't even get that we're animals too. We're part of the animal kingdom. So part of being like in the animal kingdom is respecting all the other animals as well. So respecting life. You know, respecting life in general. So you know, that's what we're here to do. Make sure that people understand that
we can all coexist.
Yeah,
we can coexist.
Man, I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all already dropping value. That was just question number 1. So, question number 2. What are some of you guys' favorite alkaline meals? Maybe 1 or 2.
I'll take this one.
Yeah,
I'll start first.
One.
Okay. So I don't really have a favorite, but what I do love, my favorite is effortless meals. So right now, summer's basically knocking on the front door. So that means the smoothie season, because the seasons dictate what I want to eat and what my food is essentially craving. So right now, it's nothing but watery fruits. I love a green base. Like a lot of people like, you know, the creamy looking base, like, oh, look at that pink base, or look at that creamy looking base. I like the green because I like starting off my day with bitters. So either dandelion or watercress, throwing in a fibrous fruit to help break down, you know, what's been going on in my body within whatever time frame I haven't ate to that point on, with a pear or an apple, and then throwing in some good fats like an avocado. That's my base. Layer it with some fruits, drizzle date syrup, and I am a happy camper. It is simply divine. That's what I like to call them, simply divine, because it's simple and divine. It's good for you.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I wake up, I don't really eat until like 1 p.m. So I do like, you know, a good 17-hour fast or so, 18-hour fast from the previous night. But I always begin my days with something that's water soluble. Anything from a pear, an apple, watermelon, papaya. That's one of the first things that I actually consume as far as a solid. But for the most part, I make it into a shake. But I like beginning my day with teas. I do my burdock root, dandelion. I know a lot of people like sarsaparilla. That's amazing too. But the whole point, the whole objective is to make sure that you get your iron levels increased from, you know, the get-go, from the beginning of your day. So the bitters are always great, and the water-soluble fruits are always great too. So, you know, I keep it real simple. Those are my favorite meals because that's what my body asks for.
And even though like we make these, I don't want to call them tubby, but tubby meals, like these kind of foods that mirror the Western diet. Like the other day we made crab cakes, we made some fried chicken from oyster mushrooms. Like those are good and all, and we feature
you got taste. It was, oh my
you
god,
saw?
really good.
And
were those burro banana fries?
Oh yeah, banana fries. Those are so good. See, we don't even eat that often. That's like maybe a once a week kind of a meal. The burro banana fries, though, I eat that kind of.
Yeah, you want to eat those. You want to eat those type of foods like sparingly, but the best thing that you could do to get your nutrition in is eat raw foods. Raw foods. And since your body's made out of 70% water, make sure it's water soluble. Make sure you get your water in. Make sure you get your herbs in. So all those things are really important.
And you said something very pivotal there about eating after 12 o'clock. See, the body doesn't start to break down those foods, or isn't ready to start breaking down heavy foods until about 12 o'clock. So, and when you break that fast, you want to have something like fruit, waters, teas, like you got.
Exactly.
Powerful, very powerful information. Very powerful. So, question number 3. What alkaline herbs or plants do you guys enjoy working with?
For a cleanse, I haven't used Cascara Sagrada, but I'm going to be using that. I know that it's a very powerful herb that can cleanse your colon.
Yes,
It's amazing from what I've heard, and you use it for about like 6 days, no more than a week. Really powerful herb for cleansing. But as far as like cleansing ourselves, we haven't purchased Cascara Sagrada. But what we do with herbs, since we're still learning, we're still, really young in this game, students of this game. It's burdock root, dandelion root. We do the seamoss every day. That's a really great cleanser as well. And it's there to fortify your body with a lot of minerals. I know a lot of people may have like this controversial outlook on, does it have 90 minerals, 92? As long as it's providing your body with nourishment, as long as you get authentic sea moss, and you can find that anywhere in the Caribbean, all the way up to the cold waters of the Atlantic. If you get authentic good sea moss, not that sea moss that's salted, not that sea moss that's like thick and that looks fake. That
exactly.
a lot of places out there are selling. You want the thin sea moss. You want the sea moss that isn't as salted. If you do that, a lot of those herbs will cleanse you. A lot of those herbs will do good for your body.
That's really real.
Yeah.
Really. And the last person I had on the podcast brought up the sea moss, and she was also saying the same thing. Like, and I also heard that China was like growing sea moss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, how can you even grow sea moss in a lab? I mean, I know it's possible.
Right.
It's like, it's in a whole lot of.
Yeah, they simulate the environment of it. So they'll have, the waves, they'll put, salt inside those like tanks for the moss to grow in. So, a lot of people get played in that way and they think that they're getting nourishment in their body, and really they're just consuming a hybrid, which is going to do their body harm and produce acidity and mucus. So, yeah.
Wow. Very powerful information.
Yeah.
Well, let me also add, especially for any ladies that are watching, my personal favorite is Uncaria tomantizo. So one more time, Uncaria tomantizo. In other words, cat's claw, uña de gato. It has a few other names, and it grows in the jungle of South and Central America, and it's actually the bark of a tree. And so it's like hailed for its benefits in healing cancer and any autoimmune diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis, and a bunch of other powerful, potent things that it does, in addition to increasing your immune system. But as a woman, I personally like it when it's that time of the month, because what happens is it's a natural pain killer. So when you have cramps or experiencing any discomfort, drink that tea, honey. It will simply help you, because it helps with cramps and it helps with any inflammation going on in the body. So, which we call it? Cat's claw. That's what it's called. Cat's claw. Really good.
I'm glad you said that, because I have a product called Feminine Intuition, which the main product in there is nettle. And nettle is very powerful for the feminine body as well as the male body as well. It's like an overall, longevity herb. So, I may think of just incorporate cat's claw into the feminine intuition, just because it provides the woman with those extra minerals that you guys need, especially during those times of the month.
Oh yeah. Completely.
Yeah, that's definitely important.
So part 2 of that question is, do you take anything specific every day, on the daily?
The seamoss.
Seamoss, like I said, I like dandelion root because of the iron. Iron's, like I said, the most important mineral in the body because of its magnetic structure. So it acts as a transporter for all the other minerals and all the other nutrients that you consume. So it's basically like that train station, or like that train that will, just take all the minerals throughout your bloodstream, throughout the entire body, and place the minerals where they should be to empower your entire system. So
that's a good way to, like a train station.
Yeah. And so, burdock root, dandelion root, sea moss, those are our go-tos.
Yes, sir. Wow. Those are those are like some of the most high volumes of iron. The iron fluorine.
Oh yeah, the iron fluorine is strong in those.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to consume the iron oxide because that's what you see at those GMCs, those vitamin shops.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
You know, that's that fake iron, that iron that your body does not assimilate with because you want iron from plants, and that's iron fluorine.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I'm so glad we're like, there's more people on this frequency, because like when I first started eating alkaline, it was like I couldn't find anybody around me that was just, you know, intaking the same knowledge, the information, and just, you know, going forward with it, you know.
When did you get started?
Oh, this has been about 5 years now.
Wow. Look
man.
at that.
Milestone.
Yeah.
We're new. We're literally like 1 year and almost a half, a year and a half almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we were like vegan, right? Like the soy boy vegans for about some time. It probably took maybe like 4 full years to like fully transition in, maybe 3, and then super alkaline. It's been like you said, a year and some change now.
Yeah. It's autoimmune diseases make you like look for alternatives, and this was the truth. This wasn't even the alternative. This was the truth. The alkaline style of eating is, you know, that's what our ancestors ate, and that's the truth.
Right.
That's really
It was the medicine we needed. I mean, long story short, I used to have arthritis. I was diagnosed at 17, lived with it for about like 9-10 years. Transition, right? I experimented so much with different foods, did the whole vegan thing. It kind of helped in the beginning, but then you have this overconsumption of starch, and then you're like, well, this isn't working anymore. What next? And it took Brian getting sick, granted, we're not sick anymore, to really tap into, you know, this alkaline lifestyle, really researching, you know, and learning from the greats, like from DrSebi and other people that, you know, we look up to. And from that point on, we were really able to essentially heal ourselves, whereas doctors were saying, well, you're going to be on medications for the rest of your life, medications that will cause cancer or a bunch of other things. And well, here we are. I no longer have arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease, and you had...
2 months ago, I went to the doctor because I was diagnosed with Barrett's esophagus a little over a year and a half ago. Or 2 months ago, 2 months ago, I went to the doctor. Gone.
wow.
And they were shocked.
Gone.
Wow.
Gone.
So just by changing your diet, people.
Yeah, just by changing my diet. And I had not even tapped into the herbs at that point. And this is an incurable disease, supposedly an incurable disease. But just by changing my diet, I did that. So if I can do that, then it just speaks truth right there, that that's the way that we're supposed to eat. At least with my cellular predisposition, with my genotype, that's how I should eat. You know,
That's
so
Insane.
wow.
yeah.
Great value you guys are providing to the people. So we're just going to end it off with you telling the people about your products and your services and where they can find you online.
So, as of right now, we don't have any products or services, but we do have, you know, awesome recipes on TikTok and on Instagram. We are making our way towards launching a website where we will feature more in-length posts on our recipes, on foods that, you know, you should consume for X, Y, and Z, you know, whatever it is that you're dealing with. And that should be coming up relatively soon.
Yeah, ebook coming soon. So that's going to have the secret recipes that we're not showing you guys. But we, at this moment, we're showing you guys everything, but we want to step it up a notch and have those like secret recipes that will make your Christmas a lot better, that will make your Thanksgiving a lot better.
Make your barbecue better.
Yeah, make your barbecue better. You know, all those special occasions, we got a recipe for you.
Wow. I can't wait, because I'm definitely going to get the ebook.
Awesome.
Let me know when you come out with that.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you guys coming in so much. These podcasts will be on our YouTube page as well as our Facebook page. So it's consistent promotion. So as soon as you guys release those ebooks, let me know. I'll post that, get it out to as many people as possible.
Gratitude, man.
Yes,
Thank you.
Appreciate
Most
you.
definitely. I thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank
really
you again
appreciate
for
it.
having us.
Thank you for having us. And also, you know, thank you for, you know, inviting us to this live, man. This is really beautiful. We like doing these type of connections, being able to empower people is, you know, what we're here for, you know, beyond the recipes, just connecting and sharing this information. So thank you again.
Most
You've been
definitely.
awesome.
Gratitude to you guys. I hope you have an absolutely divine rest of your day today. And like I said, these will be posted, so stay tuned for those people.
All right, guys.
All right.
So tune in to our recipes. We're gonna have some this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody have a safe, blessed, electrical weekend and zap in.
Bye.
Okay.
All right,
Peace,
bye,
you
man.
guys.
Peace and love.
Have a great day.
Peace and love.